Cretaceous tracks reveal dinosaur herd of two species. Here's a revelation that rewrites the ancient playbook. We've just uncovered evidence of a dinosaur herd that defied the norm, a Cretaceous mixed species convoy that challenges what we thought about prehistoric social behaviors. But hold on, this isn't your typical school of thought. Think of it as a 76-million-year-old mystery that's sparking fierce debate among paleontologists. Let's dive into the details. A late Cretaceous fossil zone in Canada's Dinosaur Provincial Park has yielded a trackway with 9 dinosaur footprints, representing 4 distinct species. Among them, 2 imposing tyrannosaurs. Now, theories swirl. Were these massive hunters stalking a herd, or merely passing through the same muddy terrain hours apart? Intrigue peaks when we spot the prey. For the first time documented, multiple herbivores seem to have travelled together. A ceratopsian herd, thus prints tentatively linked to an ankylosaurid, joined, we think, by a small theropod or bird. Let's break this down. Cross-species herding isn't unheard of today. Zebras and wildebeest journey together in Africa, leveraging diverse survival instincts. But for dinosaurs, this could be groundbreaking. Herding isn't just about numbers, it's about synchronization. Imagine a ceratopsian crew, their bus-like bodies moving in lockstep, while an armoured ankylosaurid plods alongside, anchoring the group's rear. Together, their varied sensory strengths, sharp-eyed ceratopsians spotting predators, the ankylosaurid's armour serving as a shield, form an evolutionary ace. Yet the core question remains, was this team-up intentional? The tyrannosaur tracks tell a conflicted tale. Found adjacent to the herd's prints, their presence could signal a hunt or mere proximity. Dr. Phil Bell of the University of New England shares his surprise. For 2 decades, I focused solely on dinosaur bones. Footprints never on the radar. Why? Preserved tracks demand specific conditions. Mud that dries just slow enough to capture details, yet firm enough to resist erosion. Bones and footprints rarely coexist, which is why this find is pure gold. The ceratopsian prints, found in a 29 square metre area, paint a vivid picture. Scientists identify 13 prints from at least 5 individuals, plus 3 tyrannosaur impressions. Then there's the wild card. 2 prints linked to a possible ankylosaurid aligned with the ceratopsian path. Could these plant-eaters have formed an unlikely alliance? It's a hypothesis rooted in survival logic. Modern migrations show how mixed species groups maximize early warning systems. Why? Think predator detection. More eyes and ears and noses mean fewer surprises. For dinosaurs, this safety and diversity could have been a winning strategy. But here's the controversy. Was this herding the rule or the exception? The herd's trajectory toward a water source suggests they weren't fleeing hunters. Not definitively, anyway. Dr. Bell musingly notes the tyrannosaurs might have been scoping the herd, but from the mud's preservation window, we can't confirm a chase. This ambiguity is key. So does this mean cross-species social bonds were common or a rare anomaly? The study, published in PLOS ONE, leads us pondering. The discovery also highlights new tracking methods. Dr. Brian Pickles of the University of Reading enthuses. We've uncovered multiple track sites in the park's varied terrain, each offering clues about dinosaur interactions. Crystal clear images now reveal patterns missed before, expanding our understanding of these ancient social dynamics. Dr. Sally Hurt of Macquarie University sums it up. Trackways capture living behaviours. Grazing, migration, travel. This glimpse into dinosaur real life is what makes this field so electrifying. Now the real question. Should we believe the hype, or is this single example tricking us into overgeneralizing? The answer lies in more research. But for now, the possibilities are nothing short of thrilling. So we ask you, could cross-species herding have been a dinosaur survival superpower or a fluke? Share your theories below. We want to hear from you. First evidence of mixed-species dinosaur herding discovered in Canada. Imagine finding footprints that suggest different types of dinosaurs walk together in harmony, like a prehistoric parade. This discovery in Canada challenges our understanding of how these ancient creatures lived and interacted. But here's where it gets controversial. Could it be that various species of herbivorous dinosaurs banded together for mutual defense, much like modern animals do today? Last year, a team led by Brian Pickles from the University of Reading stumbled upon an intriguing set of tracks in Dinosaur Provincial Park, Alberta. These tracks, dating back 76 million years, appear to show at least 5 individuals moving side by side in what seems like a coordinated manner. They're all next to each other and they're equally spaced, Pickles explains. This suggests they were probably walking shoulder to shoulder. Initially, the researchers assumed all the tracks belonged to ceratopsians, those iconic horned dinosaurs such as Triceratops. However, as they dug deeper, they noticed something unusual. One set of tracks had 3 toes instead of 4, which is characteristic of ankylosaurs, those heavily armoured dinosaurs with club-like tails. The presence of both ceratopsian and ankylosaur tracks raises an interesting possibility. Perhaps these dinosaurs were herding together for protection, similar to how giraffes, zebras and wildebeests form mixed species herds in Africa today. Each species has unique predator detection skills, making them stronger collectively. But the case isn't quite closed yet. Some experts, like Anthony Ramilio from the University of Queensland, argue that the tracks might actually belong to hadrosaurs, duck-billed dinosaurs. He points out that the tracks are similar in shape and that only hind footprints were found, suggesting they could be poorly preserved hadrosaur prints. Anthony Martin from Emory University sees things differently. He believes the evidence is compelling enough to suggest mixed species herding. Given that tracks from 2 different species of large herbivores were found close together and pointing in the same direction, it's a strong indication they were moving as a group. The debate continues, and the true nature of these tracks remains a mystery. What do you think? Were these dinosaurs travelling together for safety? Or was it just a coincidence? Share your thoughts in the comments. Dinosaurs in multi-species herds. Fossil footprints reveal Cretaceous social behaviour. In a groundbreaking discovery, paleontologists have unearthed evidence that dinosaurs may have roamed the Earth in multi-species herds, much like the wildebeest and zebra of today's African plains. This revelation, based on fossilized footprints found in Alberta, Canada, challenges the notion that such behaviour is a recent evolutionary development. Imagine a lush subtropical landscape 76 million years ago, teeming with life. Dinosaurs, including the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex, roamed alongside rivers that flowed into a warm inland sea, home to ancient fish, marine reptiles and sharks. This was the Cretaceous era, a time when Alberta's environment was vastly different from the windswept fields and rugged snowy mountains we see today. Dinosaur Provincial Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has been a treasure trove for paleontologists since 1979, yielding a wealth of fossilized remains, primarily in the form of skeletons and bone fragments. However, it wasn't until recently that researchers began to focus on the potential footprints left by these prehistoric creatures. In July 2024, a team of international paleontologists, led by University of New England's Phil Bell, visited the park for a field course. Their discovery of at least 20 full and partial dinosaur footprints, preserved in a 312 square foot section of sediment, was nothing short of extraordinary. These tracks didn't belong to a single species. Instead, they represented multiple different dinosaurs walking side by side. The team identified 13 prints belonging to at least 5 ceratopsian, horned dinosaurs, while another grouping suggested the presence of an ankylosaurid among them. One footprint even appeared to belong to a small, unidentified carnivorous species. But the most intriguing find was the discovery of 2 additional footprint sets perpendicular to the herd. These tracks, belonging to a pair of large tyrannosaurs, hinted at a predator-prey dynamic that was both chilling and fascinating. Unfortunately, the team's excavation efforts couldn't reveal the outcome of this tense encounter. The confirmation of mixed-species dinosaur herding behaviour is a significant milestone in paleontology, opening up new possibilities for research and understanding of these ancient creatures. The team is already planning future expeditions to explore more track sites within the park's varied terrain. As paleontologist Brian Pickles, a co-author of the study, put it, using the new search images for these footprints, we have been able to discover several more track sites within the varied terrain. Hark! I am sure they will tell us even more about how these fascinating creatures interacted with each other and behaved in their natural environment. This discovery not only sheds light on the social dynamics of dinosaurs, but also raises questions about the evolution of herd behavior. Was it a survival strategy developed over millions of years, or did it emerge independently in different species? The answers to these questions could rewrite our understanding of the prehistoric world.